What's going on, everybody? And welcome to another episode of First and Goal Sports with your boy Tyrone Brand. And do we have a special one today? We have a special episode today. Today is Dallas Suck Week. Yep, y'all heard me loud and clear. Dallas Suck Week. You already know what it is, Eagle fans. Every year we get geared up for that one. I'm sorry, those 2 games out of the year. Those 2 games out of the year. We could be, what is it? What is it? What? We can win 2 games. We can win 2 games. We can hate the season. But as long as those 2 wins are against Dallas, we will be happy. We will be happy, right? We got a lot to talk about today. I'm excited. I have a special guest I'm going to bring on in a minute. I'm going to bring him on in 1 second. I just want to start off by saying I want to thank everybody that's been showing me love and support. Without y'all, as I tell y'all, there is no me. So thank y'all again. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with everybody that you know. Because, like I said, without y'all, there is no me. I'll be talking to myself, which, all right, we all do sometime anyway, right? It'll just be live, and everybody will be seeing it. So, without further ado, I want to bring on my guest, my boy Jamar from Top Shelf, always showing support. He had me on his first episode. We go back and forth sometime. We be debating from here on the text messages on the games. Without further ado, y'all, welcome my boy Jamar.
Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Jamar, Top Shelf Sports Talk, back on Eagles versus Dallas Hate Week. Hey man, you said something just a few minutes ago when you said that we only win 2 games. I
Right,
remember when the Eagles was trash.
right, right,
Trash. And if we won against the Cowboys, it
right,
was Super Bowl for us. It was
right,
literally Super Bowl. So this rivalry has been like the biggest rivalry in sports in my life for years. I
right.
hate I hate them. I hate them.
Yes, with a passion,
Yeah,
with a passion.
they suck.
I see my boy Doug just jumped on real quick. Sorry, my boy Doug just jumped on. Welcome, Doug. First to go sports. Welcome. Appreciate you watching. Drop some comments, man. Everybody, drop comments. Come on in. It's all right.
Yeah, share the live, y'all. Share everybody out here. Share the live. Let's get it
Right.
popping.
Yeah. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it going. Um, First thing I wanted to share with y'all is this real quick. Nothing too crazy. You hear that?
I ain't hear
Hear the crowd?
it.
Now, what's crazy about that? I wanted to bring that audio up because that game wasn't even about the Dallas Cowboys. We were playing the Texans in that game, and they were still chanting Dallas sucked in a whole different game. Doug, what's going on, buddy? That's what I want y'all how understand how hateful it is. We weren't even playing Dallas in this Texan game, and they were still yelling Dallas sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big this rivalry is. For some reason they were labeled America's team. I don't know why. They never sent me. I never anybody get anything in the mail that asked me to vote for the Cowboys as America's team. I didn't get nothing.
No. You know what? They've been labeled the America's team because they've always had the glitz and glamour of the football world. I mean they've had history in the past where I mean they've done a lot. They made a lot happen. Super Bowls and things like that. I mean, so they've been America's team because of that reason. I mean, sadly to say, and my boy Smitty, I don't know if he's on here, but he's a Dallas fan, and we had a joke on him, or another guy had a joke on him, said Tupac murder was solved before the Dallas Cowboys been back to the playoffs. That's bad.
Whoa.
That's bad.
Whoa.
You haven't
Okay.
been to the playoffs in 26 years, and they finally found Tupac's killer. Oh man, that's bad.
That's bad. Oh man, that is bad. That is bad. Oh man, that is bad. All right, okay. So all right. So before we jump into full blown, we hate Dallas.
Yep.
Just want to run past some last week's games. We're going to. Reyes comes in and said, "Been hating since 1974."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can't argue that. Can't argue that.
Mhm.
So before we get started, so you had the Cowboys. You know what? I'm gonna talk about them last because I want to touch on the national media with that game. So we're gonna start it from the Chargers beating up on the Bears, which we kind of expected without Fields playing, right?
Right, right. You know what? The Chargers, as they've been up and down all year long, they haven't been real consistent. But the Bears, even though Justin Fields had been hurt, um, they're coaching. I don't know what they're and I thought they was going to try something. I thought they was going to try the quarterback controversy because that guy Badgen had played pretty good the week before. I forgot who they played, but I think they won the
Okay,
week before. And so when he came back to play last week, I was thinking they was hoping to see more just to have an argument not to play Justin Fields. But now I see Justin Fields is back at practice and he's ready to go because you know they're it's not see they people want to say it's the player. It's not always the player. You got to put
right.
that player in the best position to win. And for
Okay.
them, they haven't done that for Justin Fields at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I agree. I agree with you.
you know you want to blame him, but you're not coaching him to his ability.
Well, I
So
always thought there was a problem, which I agree with you. I always thought there was a problem with that coaching staff in the first place when Fields came out and called them all out. I feel like if you're going to come back with the same philosophy and no new tricks, no wrinkles, or anything like that, the league is a copycat league. They all watch each other 24/7.
right,
So as even players said, they recognize plays when it's happening if you don't change it up. So if you come back with the same old, okay, let Fields go out there and this is how we want you to run and we want you to do things, you're never going to get anywhere with that. And I just, would think that Chicago will make some moves here and change the things around. Look like they had before Fields got hurt. They just made a big trade too for was it was Sweat? Is it Sweat they
right.
made?
Montez Sweat.
Right, right.
That
So
was a
maybe
good.
they think they in the mix. Maybe they think they in the mix. We'll see. Maybe they think they're gonna make a playoff, the wild card, maybe.
I think that was more of a future thing. I don't think they believe that
Okay.
they of getting anywhere in the playoffs this year. I just think it's just too much inconsistency on that team.
All
You
right.
know,
I mean, they are in the weak division because remember, Minnesota lost Cousins,
yeah, they traded for Josh.
and right,
No,
you come on,
you can't say that. He was playing. He was
Joshua Dobbs.
in Arizona.
Ah,
He was playing good in Arizona.
I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, that team wasn't good. You know, I don't think they. I think Arizona only got one win, but they were. He was playing pretty good in Arizona.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he can salvage their season in Minnesota. But then you got the inconsistency of Jordan Love,
Right.
right?
Right.
So I mean, if you really look at it, all they got to do is win a division.
True.
So you get in. You get in. So maybe they feel like they can get in at least that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, like you said. Any given Sunday, you never know what can happen. It's
Right.
definitely a possibility.
Moving on to the next game. Before we move on, my cousin jumps in and says, "We're going to shut up Parsons."
No, we want him talking. You know, you can't have. He's bigging us up. He's like
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw that, but he was bigging us up, talking about we got the one of the best or the most complete teams in the league.
See, I view that as fool's gold, trying to be nice to the juggernaut that catches off guard, so we fall into the trap. Nah, nah, bruh. We
I
don't appreciate nothing or happy with except nothing you saying, Mika Parsons. Nothing.
I feel you, but let me bounce back on that.
All
Reason
right.
why reason why I'm gonna say I want it because I think when he first got drafted to Dallas, Dallas was a way better team than the Eagles. So it was more comfortable for him to say, "Yeah, always wanted to be a Dallas fan." But over the years, as we rebuilt our brand and got better players, got talent,
Right.
you know, receivers, and he's seen the way our organization is going versus his organization. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got Jerry Jones saying, like, I'm not calling nobody for no trade. Y'all got to call me. Like, you're not interested in really getting the team better because if nobody calls you, what are you going to do? You still ride with the same team. Now, is Michael Parsons saying that team is not good enough to make
Right.
it? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and you're not making moves, and I'm looking at the Eagles out there working the phones, making calls, getting getting the players that they need to win. I don't know. I think that it's like more of a like, yo, I'm ready to come home. Like, what's up? Can we make something happen soon? That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
take.
All right. I'm not going to touch on every game, just a few I wanted to touch on.
Okay,
The
okay.
next one was, what do you think
What do you
about
think about
the
the
Bengals
Bengals
49ers?
49ers? Ooh, you know what? And my pick'ems, I picked the 49ers because I thought it was no way. What do you say? Parsons trying to butter us up. I hate. Listen, he still got to go play the game, no matter
Yeah.
what. And we neutralizes him. We neutralize him. So he could say it, but it's not. I'm not falling for no banana in the tailpipe. But it is what it is. So hold on. What was the game? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we jumping on. No, because I'm going to put some stuff up here sometime to throw it. It's like, when I see a Cowboys thing, I'll just throw it up there. But we talk about the 49ers. Where do you think they're at right now?
The 49ers is
With
just
that
like
loss, a loss at home against the Bengals, of course.
3 straight losses. I
Yeah.
didn't think that they would lose 3 straight. Now I knew Bengals
Okay.
were doing pretty good. They were getting back in rhythm, and Joe Burrow was getting back in, his position, after getting that calf injury. But I thought they were gonna come up short against the 49ers, but the 49ers are showing like Brock Purdy is human because everybody had him, thinking he was Joe Montana, Steve Young, no, whoever else they had in that, organization as a quarterback. But I don't think the 49ers are done because obviously they just traded for Chase Young. I think
Okay.
they're looking at it to say, well, we're going to win a Super Bowl based off our defense. Um,
Okay. Here's what I say to that real quick. This is what I firmly believe about the 49ers. I believe that Brock Purdy is a system quarterback.
mhm.
Okay. And if he is comfortable, much like any professional quarterback, for the most part, they can beat you. And he's surrounded by a lot of talent. But if you ask him to win the game by himself with limited resources, he's not that guy. And I
Right,
think that's what we're seeing right now. His left tackle's gone. Debo's hurt.
right,
So now they're asking him to do more, to read the defenses a lot more. And as you can see, he has what 6 turnovers in the last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken.
right,
So because now the anticipation throws is gone because now these guys are double up on IU, Kittle. They keeping Kittle in the box, and they're saying no, we're not going to let Christian McCaffrey beat us. We want you to beat us,
right.
and he can't do it. He's not that quarterback that's going to beat you unless he's comfortable. That's why I never really was afraid of the 49ers because if you look at the 49ers defense, we have an outstanding offense. Why do I care that they have a great defense? We have a great defense as well.
Hmm.
Are they going to be able to stop us from doing what we doing, running the football, scoring? But they get on the field and they supposed to stop. We could definitely stop them. So when
Well,
I say there's a juggernaut fight, there's a juggernaut fight here. I don't believe nobody is really next to us in our NFC. I think the closest team to us is over in the AFC, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. That's just my personal opinion.
you know what? I got a question. They just signed. They
Okay.
traded for Chase Young.
You know what? You know what? Here's the thing about that. A good defensive line is always neutralized by a better offensive line. And while they do have a good defensive line, I'm not going to lie, they do have a great defensive line. We also have a great offensive line. And not to mention, people keep forgetting sometimes when Cam Jurgens was healthy, how were they dominating people when Cam Jurgens was healthy? Opeta is not that good.
Right, but
Opeta is not that good.
that is the thing though with injuries. Can you
Right. We're
you know
healthy now. We're healthy now.
we're getting healthy. I'm hearing something about Tyler Steen coming out there, and they want
Tyler
him to.
Steen's a dog. Tyler
They want
Steen's a dog. Watch him.
So I listen. I if there's any team in the NFC that I fear, and I said that before the season even started, and not even fear in that nature. I'm saying like I'm not never scared of Brock Purdy. I'm never
Right.
scared of beating us. I'm just scared of the weapons that they have around him. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the Christian McCaffreys, the Ayuks, the Debo's. You know what I mean? All I'm the Jennings. I'm scared of that part of that team, and I
You know,
wasn't
I
even
was
scared of the defense to be honest. 'Cause I think the defense had a lot of holes in it. You know what I mean?
right.
So I think they got better defensively, but I think it still depends on their offense being, or 'cause like I said, I think they believe they can say, "I'm gonna beat you on defensively. I'm gonna shut you down." We can score 3
Right.
points and we'll win the game. We're fine with that.
Yeah, but you know the Eagles, they're not going to stop the Eagles at 3 points. You know, you're going to have to play us.
No,
You're
I
going to
just
have
said
to come.
at
Yeah,
times.
you're going to come into the link. You're going to have to come to the link, and you're going to have to play us. And even though they got weapons, we have corners, we have Slay, we have Bradbury. You just signed Bird, and even though the secondary hasn't looked that well,
Mhm.
you got to ask yourself a question: did they look that bad in the Washington game because of Kevin Bird and they was keeping everything really vanilla? How are they going to look during the second half of the season? So that's what we're looking for. They've been shaky. This
I
defense has been shaky in the back seven. I agree.
I don't think they kept it vanilla. I think they were actually trying to, make things happen. I think they was calling plays, but they were just for whatever reason, Terry McLaurin in general, he just kills the Eagles.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
really just kills the Eagles. So like I don't think they were trying to be vanilla and not call plays for him. I just think he did a they just kill the Eagles. Like so our secondary playing against that 49er team has to be on point. Like
Right.
what Kevin Bird said in his post game conference, like I have to do better. Like I have to make sure I'm telling the guys like, hey, be here, be there. We're gonna do this. Or if I see something in the field, I gotta relay that to decide and let him know, hey, listen, we should run this against that. You know what I mean? So that we can put our team in the best situation to get off the field because they
But
were
I
on.
think that comes with time. I think that
Yeah,
comes with time because the bird just got here. Remember, this is only your second week, so we'll see.
yeah,
And he has the bye. I think out of the bye, the team is going to be different. I think the team is going to be a lot different out of the bye. I really believe that. I
yeah.
really
They'll
believe that.
they'll get that rest that they need.
Yeah, yeah. One other game I wanted to talk to you about before we move into this week's game, is the national media responding to our upcoming opponent this week on how the Cowboys decimated the Rams. And then they try to compare the Rams game to our game.
Mhm,
See, this is what I don't like, real quick. This is what I don't like about the national media, and this is why I hate the Cowboys. They've won all their home games like this. They haven't won on the road. They lost to Arizona and they got beat up by the 49ers.
mhm.
They get out here and they beat these bum teams in Dallas. They win it in spectacular fashion. Oh, we're back, we're back, we're back. No, y'all not back. But the media hypes them up. It's like every win they get is like a Super Bowl victory for some reason. I do not understand it. And this is my biggest hate toward the Cowboys, period. They just pump them up. I know they're the Cowboys. I get it. They're Americans this and Americans that. It's just, as a football fan, you get tired of hearing that every year. They want to go to the Super Bowl. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They're not going. All you Cowboys fans that's watching out there secretly, y'all not going to the Super Bowl. Okay? Y'all not going.
I mean, I agree. Here's why, you get that hate for the Eagles. Like the Eagles are a blue collar team. There's no real, glitz and glamour. When AJ catches the ball, he's pretty much beasting, anybody else on the defense. And it's not the pretty way of getting it done. As I told you earlier, Dallas has been that team that's you know finesse pretty much. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're the glitz and glamours. They're the showboats. They're the oh my stadium looks better than yours. They're not grimy down in the trenches type of team. So that's what the media looks for. That's what they like. They want to see that pretty Cinderella story that the Dallas Cowboys do. Look at how the uproar of the tush or the brotherly shove has made the league. They
Right.
nobody likes it. Phil Sims is telling everybody, telling if he was a coach, he would tell his players to target Jalen on that play. Is it
That
our
is
fault?
crazy.
Is it our fault that we got the best offensive line in the league and nobody can stop the play?
Right.
Is that literally our fault, or we're doing something to dominate other teams? Like, so why are you mad at us?
So we have a Joanna Johnson jumped in there. She said the Eagles not either.
That's my sister. She's talking trash.
She a Cowboy fan?
No, she's not. Listen. She's been playing. She jumped on my podcast. Well, not jumped on, but she's been on. We've been knowing each other for years.
All
She
right.
never watched football until I really started my podcast. Now that
Oh,
she's on the pick'em, all for the last 2 weeks on my pick'em, she's been talking about
ah,
it, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
She
So,
in the comments, man. Like
yeah, I just now saw him now. I see him now. She
she, she in the comments, man.
out of control. She's talking her nonsense. Now I got her into sports betting and all that stuff. She on FanDuel making picks and all that. So that she's out of control.
Well, even though you hate on our Eagles, all comments are welcome. Welcome to First to Goal Sports. Appreciate you jumping to the comments.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you right now, we gonna beef about these Eagles. We gonna beef about these Eagles now. We're gonna
Trust me,
beef about these Eagles.
I go back and forth with her all the time.
Uh,
When she picked the Eagles to beat the Dolphins, I almost went crazy. I'm like, oh, you picking the Eagles? Like, what happened? Who are you?
right, right,
But it
right,
was good to see that, and we actually won. So I was like,
right.
that you luck charm. But she talking a lot of trash. Look, she picking Dallas. Go ahead and pick
Yeah.
Dallas. I don't care. You're gonna lose this week.
Okay, so everybody, I gotta highlight this. We have a Miss Johnson is picking the Dallas Cowboys, and we gotta ask ourselves,
Look,
is she related to Jimmy Johnson? That's what we gotta ask ourselves.
no.
Does she know Jimmy Johnson?
Now this guy right here, man, I don't know if you want to
Okay.
highlight William Berg. That's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He's a
Let me
cow.
get him up here.
He's a
He's a
cowboy.
Cowboy fan. Yeah, he in here. Here we go.
He's a hater.
Oh boy.
Listen,
Oh boy. Here we
Cow.
go.
Hey, Will, listen to this. The last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, you was probably like 2. So stop it. You was
Here
you
we
weren't
go.
you couldn't even really watch it. Look at my other brother Jason, the Eagles all day. You know,
Right.
so
Here we
yeah,
go. Here it is.
it's
Here it
getting
is. Here it is. Here it is. All I can say is to all you Cowboys fans out there, to all you, he put in 57 for Rodman. He from 57 and Rodman. I'm 56 and Rodman.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
know
You
you.
Robin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out to Rodman Street, even though you're a Cowboy fan. Got to shout out the block, even though
yeah.
you're a Cowboy fan.
He's a Cowboy fan, man. He ain't right. He ain't right. I don't know. I don't know what happened. He said you do.
Okay. I mean, okay. I got to see what okay. I may know him. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, welcome to First to Go Sports. Everybody that's jumping in. Joanna comes in and says, my aunt 58th. Okay. Okay. It's a small world. All right.
Small world.
All right. Small world. Hey, everybody, welcome. Let's talk some talking here then.
Yeah.
Y'all from around the way. Y'all from around the way. You already know what it is then. I ain't gotta do no introduction stuff. We already know what it is. Let's get it popping then up in here. Let's do it. Let's get it.
I'm from 52nd in Westminster.
Okay. Okay. Oh man, everybody. Okay, everybody close. All right. That's what's
Yeah,
up. All right,
yeah,
that's love right there. Okay.
mhm,
Okay. I mean,
yeah,
it's love after this. It's love, but not right now. Until after this week. Right now ain't no love.
yeah.
Ain't no love
Well,
right now
you
because
could,
I
you could,
feel like I call the Cowboys the VHS team because they ain't done nothing since the VHS years. 8 track.
no,
Record players and all that stuff. They ain't done nothing since then.
like I told you, he was probably like 2 when they won their last Super Bowl. So
Right.
he
Right.
wasn't able to watch it. I don't even know why
Okay.
he.
All right, all right, all right. So let's try to jump on some of these games because you see the Cowboy. We're going to jump back and forth with Cowboy talk. There, y'all put them Cowboy comments out. We're going to jump off exactly what we're talking about. Jump on them Cowboy comments. Trust me when I tell you, because we all hate the cat. Everybody in here, well, except everybody that's visiting right now, like the Eagles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of the visitors don't. My brother
Yeah,
Jason,
yeah. I see
Eagles
your
fan.
brother Jason there with the birds. Let me throw him up here with the bird sound. Let me throw him up here.
Look, he gonna put Dak. Of all players, you gonna put Dak up there?
Oh man, not to miss the turnover. Not miss
All
the turnover.
of all players.
Not
But
miss the turnover.
yeah, Mr. Turnover. You gonna put him up there? I would have put a CD Lamb or somebody before I put Dak. Dak is
All right.
terrible.
Let me get your thoughts about this big game coming up. Dolphins Chiefs. What you think about that?
Oh, I mean, they said the Chiefs just got out to London. Dolphins been out there all week. And they said any team that's been out there, for the longest is the team that actually performs because they're over the jet lag and the tiredness. They actually adapted to the, the time change and all that stuff. So I listen. In my pick'ems, I picked Kansas City to win. I don't see
Okay.
City losing 2 games in a row. But the only
I got the
problem
Dolphins winning. I got the Dolphins winning.
I the Dolphins struggle against competition. Think about their 2 losses this year, the Bills and us. 2 teams that had
I
winning.
I don't think Kansas City has that. I don't think Kansas City has enough defense for them though. Are they?
Chris Jones? I mean, what is it? Yeah, Chris Jones?
We talking about that back end. Who covering who?
Listen, our back end couldn't cover Tyreek or Waddle, but you mix it up, you zone it up. They got
Okay.
you're not I don't think it don't get it wrong. It's not a blowout. Nowhere near that. I'm not
No,
sitting there,
no, no,
I'm not
no.
sitting there saying that the Kansas City Chiefs is going to blow them out. I think they just want a tight one because they got more experience. I think they got the better coach. So I
Hmm.
think they make adjustments and win a tight one.
But now don't forget now, Ramsey's back, Xavier Howard's back. I'm
Yeah,
just saying. I'm
I I
just saying.
I know this will
I'm
be the
just
first
saying.
playing together. You know what I mean? Because he was Xavier was supposed to play last week, but he didn't play.
Yeah, they wanted people call. They wanted to save it for this game. That's what they
I
did.
I just think I'm telling you, Kansas City get it done.
All
Kansas
right,
City,
okay. I
the
don't know.
road
We're gonna just. I got the Dolphins winning. I got the Dolphins winning probably by like I got to win by 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I think right now the Kansas City Chiefs offense is struggling really bad,
I
and
mean, they,
they missed the opportunity at the trade deadline to try to do something about that.
they they're not. They had one bad game last week.
No, you watch them all season. They've been. If you watching, okay. So I know you've been watching just
Yeah,
as much as I have. So
yeah.
you've been seeing the referees bail them out, right?
I'm not. No, listen, hold
Uh,
on.
Come
Let me
on, come on.
let
The
me stop
Jets game, the
right.
Jets game, the Jets game is one.
I'm not signing off on referees because you don't play the
Hold, hold on,
referee.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The Minnesota game, when the Chiefs player took his helmet off in the end zone and complained to the referee, and the referee just said, "Put your helmet back on." That's supposed to have been a sportsmanlike conduct, Minnesota's ball. I'm just saying.
Let me say this to you. Let's just
I'm
say
just
that.
saying.
Let's just say that is the case, right? Let's say
All
that is.
right.
Minnesota should have had themselves in the position to win the game then, right?
They were driving. They were driving.
No,
They was at the 35-yard line in Kansas City when that happened.
before that, before that happened, you supposed to already be in position to win. So a ref can't dictate you losing or winning the game.
But you know it don't work like that. It
Yeah,
doesn't
dude,
always work like that. It doesn't
dude.
always work like that.
So like, I'm a firm believer. Like even with the Eagles, if the Eagles
Uh-huh.
lost, like last year the Super Bowl when they said what you call had lost because of the the holding call against who was it Juju Smith Schuster, Bradbury. Remember when that call?
Yeah,
That was the
remember?
actually call that turned the game, right?
That was the
But
game that was the call that lost us the game, probably.
we shouldn't have been in that position for that call to dictate that.
I'm not mad at that call. Here's why I'm not mad at that call. I hated it at the time because I thought it was ticky tack. But I looked at it like if Jalen doesn't fumble, we're not in a position to.
Right.
So I'm okay with that situation. I'm just saying, I've been watching the Chiefs and they've been getting bailed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
My
Even
brother gonna say
even the Cowboy fan, he like, I'm just saying.
that's an excuse, man. You just gotta be the better team. You gotta be that better team so the refs don't have no they can't control no game. If
Okay.
you play your ball, because all right, put it like this, the Chiefs are way better than the Vikings. Even if they'd have called that ball that call, it shouldn't even mattered because the
But
Chiefs should
okay, but if you make that call, it's first and goal. I mean, it's first and from the 20-yard line with they got JJ. Cousins was playing good football. It's not like I'm just saying. I'm,
I'm not
I'm
going with
just
the
saying. All
I
right.
feel
Okay.
I'm not
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Look, Doug comes in. Robbery. I'm saying everybody feeling it, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying
listen,
to tell you.
I understand. I understand how people will see it. I'm not disagreeing with how you see it. I just don't think that's a good situation to be letting the refs dictate who win or lose.
I have to
We
put this comment up here from
hold on.
Joanna Johnson. I have to put this comment up here.
Yeah, she picks by color. She listen, her strategy been working. I ain't gonna knock her, but her strategy has been
Oh
working.
my God, man.
She won
This
2
is
weeks.
crazy.
Uh, yeah, yeah. She actually last week she actually picked Denver to beat Kansas City, and she actually beat Carolina to beat Houston. Two teams that we both thought was going to, we thought KC. I mean, yeah, KC was going to destroy Denver,
Right.
and and we thought that the Dolphins. I mean, the Carolina Panthers was going to lose to Houston because Houston was the better team with the better quarterback. But
All
we
right,
see,
you see Williams in this one. You see Williams coming in? What you
yeah,
think?
them crazy calls, and that's what changes the game. That 3rd and 5 gets changed to a 3rd and 15 real quick. The game, it is a game changer. I mean, I'm not going to argue that though, but all I'm saying is you shouldn't be in that position. That's the only thing I'm saying. Like I agree with you. It is a game changer. Like teams do benefit off of them, but
Right.
if you're doing what you're supposed to do, the ref shouldn't have no input on the game.
Okay.
I don't care how bad the call is. The
Okay. I
call,
just got an injury report. I heard a quick live update. Boston Scott's out this game.
yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's something illness or personal something.
All right. Hmm. Interesting.
But they only went with the two-headed monster anyway. It was Swift and Gainwell.
All right. I kind of like Boston though on third downs and stuff, but okay. All right. Okay. All right.
We I don't. Did you see Boston on 3rd down this year?
No, that's what I mean. I don't know what's been going on with the rotation. That's the point I'm making. That's the point
Yeah.
we was talking about earlier.
And then he ain't, I don't think that was gonna be a big deal. The only thing I would like to see Boston on is like, kickoff returns or punt returns.
Yeah. Oh, well, no. Covey, we got my boy Covey there. Leave Covey alone at the punt. Leave Covey
No,
alone.
I'm not. I like Covey. Don't get it. I
Yeah.
do like Covey. I think he's finally getting his niche in in that role. But if Covey is not having the game that you need him to have, I like to see him mix it up. Put Boston
Okay.
Scott back.
All right. All right. Let me ask you this. Who you got? Vikings Falcons.
That's a tough game because they both not as good as they can be. But I'm going
Mm-hmm.
with the Falcons. I think the Falcons defense with Josh Dobbs just learning that system, and I don't think Justin Jefferson is playing. Even though Madison and their running back been having a good good season, I think that the Falcons get it done. We seen Kyle Pitts come back to life, which would cause
Okay.
stink. And I don't think Desmond Ritter's playing. I think Taylor Heineke is playing, but I think that you go. I think Algier, Kyle Pitts. Oh, Drake London is out. I think I saw Drake London is out today. I mean, for that game.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, London's out. London's out.
yeah, I still think the Atlanta Falcons win that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Reds
going.
comes in. He said he's picking Miami. He's picking Miami. He's with me. He's picking Miami.
All right, y'all gonna get upset.
All right. I'm writing these things down right now as we do this.
Okay,
All right. Let me see here. So I'm sorry, I missed your pick. You got the Falcons?
Falcons. Yeah,
I can't argue that. I can't actually argue that. I can't
yeah.
actually argue that. I can't argue that. So you got the Cardinals and the Browns. Kyler Murray comes back.
They still saying that they don't know if he's actually coming back or not. They're trying to work him in, but it was I mean you traded Josh Dobbs. I think that he will start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Browns got the number one defense in the league.
Okay.
I'm going
I'm with you
Browns.
on that.
Deshaun
I'm
Watson.
asking if I'm asking my coaches, I'm saying, dude, why don't y'all show where the love at? Y'all bring me back against the Browns. That's my first game.
Yeah, we got to put you ready. Oh, my man Maurice. What's up, Maurice? Good. Thanks for the check in. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to First and Goal. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in. Um,
The Broncos fan, so I know he ain't gonna talk too much on here.
well, they're on the bye right now, so
Yeah,
they're on
they
the
got a
bye right now, and they coming off their Super Bowl win, so
yeah,
you know.
got a good win last week against. So I ain't gonna grind you up, Maurice. But we
Nah,
ain't
nah, that was a great win. You can't really say nothing to them. They beat the Chiefs. You can't say nothing to them.
right, right,
You gotta let them have that. You gotta let them be in the bye, feel good about that, and then see
right,
what happens when they come out. Because
right.
maybe Sean Payton has figured out how to use Russell Wilson. Because it's not so much Russell having a bad year. To me, the defense was the biggest shock right now for the Broncos, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
That's what I think.
It was the offensive line too.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
couldn't protect Russ. I mean, it was nothing he could do. They can't
right,
run the ball because they don't have good running backs, or they got young running backs that are not really, able to. They're not swift. Like they don't be. They're not patient with the holes opening up. So,
right.
and then the offensive line wasn't blocking for him, so it was hard for them to do anything. Now, I do think that they. I mean, they don't have no choice with Russell Wilson because the contract he has is they can't cut him because it's an $85 million cap hit. But I
Yeah.
think they might find a way to figure it out and, get some victories going forward. But I think they're still, maybe next year they'll get back into it and be that team we thought they could be.
Okay. I mean, they still may be able to sneak. I think to me, what I've been watching with the Broncos the past couple weeks is that the run game is starting to come on. Javante looks like he's starting to get a little healthier. They get the bye. He gets to be another week. Gets his leg another week. And they got the young guy. What was it? Was McLaurin? Is it McLaurin? The running back, the young. What's the young running back, the scat back. I like him.
Oh, for Denver, you
The
talking about?
Broncos. Yeah, for Denver.
I can't remember their names off
Okay.
the head. Like I know they
Okay.
got young running backs though. I do know that, but I can't remember their
Okay.
name.
Okay. So Browns. All right. So who you picking the Browns, right? You say you picking the Browns?
Browns, yeah, I'm going with the Browns.
Okay. Um Rams Packers.
Rams, Packers. So let me just start off by saying this is another team that Joanna picked. That she picked the Packers, but she always said she was a Packers fan, but I
Okay.
think she likes the colors. Um, the Packers, Jordan Love hasn't been, and I was saying it to my brother last week that the Packers haven't. Jordan Love hasn't been that quarterback we saw week 1, week 2, and week 3. He's regressed a lot, since then. So I right now don't have any confidence in the Packers. They traded away
Yeah.
their cornerback Rasul Douglas, former
Yeah.
Eagle. I'm
Right.
going I'm going with the Rams. Puka, Nakua, and Cooper Cup go crazy on that team this week.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right.
What is
Um
little
I'm gonna
red?
take I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the Rams as well. I'm gonna go with the Rams as well. I just think that makes sense based on everything that you just said. It look like the Rams. I mean, like the Packers is trying to tank it. I saw a quote today. Rasul Douglas said he thought the Packers were joking when they traded him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He thought they was joking. Man,
Reds call me an undercover official. Is that you calling me that, Reds? I'm not an undercover official.
uh
I'm just telling you, if you let
oh,
the refs dictate
uh
your game,
oh,
how you gonna win anything?
uh oh,
Reds, answer that. If you let the refs dictate your game, how do you win?
uh
How are you gonna win? Tell me. I just want to know because the refs shouldn't dictate your game. You should be the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs and the Vikings. The Chiefs should have been above 40 because the Vikings are not a good team. And the refs you wouldn't even been arguing that call if the refs made a bad call. So listen. I feel you. I understand what y'all saying when it comes to refs, but
okay,
they shouldn't dictate the game.
all
Any
right,
good player tell
okay,
you that. Any good player tell you that.
okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. We're gonna move on. This
Okay.
is some little shots taken at my boy Jamar being undercover official. We're gonna
Bring it.
move on. Commanders Patriots. This is a. I'm gonna go with Commanders. I think.
Commanders, Patriots. Now you know the Commanders lost 2 defensive linemen. Hey, that's the guy I was telling you about, Smitty, my man Smitty.
Yeah, yeah, but the
He'll be
Patriots
on.
stink.
He's a Cowboys fan, and he only like 2 Cowboys on the team. Smitty. He only like two Cowboys. He hate Dak Prescott. He hates him.
Okay.
He only likes CeeDee Lamb, and I don't know. I forget the second. Oh no, Michael Parsons. That's the second player he like on that team. So but that's my man. Forget that, y'all. Who do you say? Forget that, y'all know what the game of the week is. That's not. Yeah, I know. We know what the game of the week on.
Yeah, we
We
know. We
we gonna get
definitely
to
know.
that.
Oh,
We
we
get.
definitely know.
Stay
And
on. Stay
welcome, and Smitty, welcome, welcome. Even though you
on.
only like 2 Cowboy fans, I'm wondering about that. I wonder if you just like the team, like a couple players, or you're a fan. What's going on?
I don't know. Hold up. But what was the game we was just doing?
Oh, we was talking about the Commanders and Patriots. I got you. Don't worry, I got it all locked up.
Sam Howell has been throwing the ball all over the field for the last, like, not even just against us. Like, he diced us up pretty bad.
Yes.
Um, but he said I was brainwashed by Jerry as a young boy.
Yeah, I have to put that up there.
Yo, you out of pocket, man. Stop it.
Hey, yo, Smitty, man, that's crazy.
But
Well, they do call it Jerry's World. They do call it Jerry's World down there. They
yeah,
do.
they do. But Commanders, I think that the Patriots find a way to get this done. I
All
think Bill
right.
Belichick's job is on the line. I think the Patriots defense has been pretty okay at best, not solid, but they've been okay. They've been able to make some noise. They got a good win against the Bills. I predicted that. Um, but I think that the Patriots beat the Commanders this week.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take the Commanders. So you're gonna take the Patriots? Okay. All right. Moving on. Bears and the Saints.
There's if Justin Fields is coming back, I'm going Saints though. I think they're starting to gel. Their defense is pretty good.
Hmm.
Kamara, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave. I think Derek Carr. We see what's going on with the Raiders because Derek Carr is not there. They just benched
Hmm.
Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think that the Saints get it done.
We definitely gonna talk about the Raiders in 1 second. We definitely gonna talk about them.
hmm
We definitely gonna talk about them. So you picking the Saints?
I'm picking Saints.
All right. I'm gonna take the Bears. I just think with Justin Fields coming back on that turf, boy, oh boy, good
yeah,
luck.
yeah, it'll be tough one. It ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Not against
No,
that defense.
no, it might be something. It might be something because we gonna see. We
Yeah.
gonna see because Justin Fields is a gamer and he was starting to play real good football before he got hurt. So we'll see. We'll see where he at. See where he at. Seahawks and the Rams.
Seahawks and
I'm
the
sorry.
Rams.
I'm sorry. Seahawks and the Ravens. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I about to say I know the Rams play somebody else.
Yeah,
Hey, the Seahawks and the Ravens. Ravens has
yeah.
been looking good. Lamar Jackson, he's my fantasy quarterback. He's been tearing it up a little bit. So I'm going Ravens in that game. Joanna saying
Joanna came in and said Seahawks.
she liked the colors on that team.
I
And
got
that's
you.
the earliest team that she likes the colors on.
I'm taking the Ravens because the Ravens at home, and
Yeah,
I think they playing some mean football right now.
right. I'm going Ravens.
Hey y'all, if I miss y'all picks, y'all can always drop in the comments, and I'll write them all down. So don't think because we on the live and I may miss them or anything like that. Just leave them in the comments, and I'll make sure I put everybody comments. I mean, put everybody picks in, and I will talk about them on the next live. So don't worry about that. Just put them in the comments. I got y'all. Let me see. So where we at? Oh, Buccaneers Texans
Mm. Uh,
in
man.
Texans. But I'm just saying in Texans at the Texans.
Um, man, that's a good game.
Yeah, upset alert. Okay, Doug, you got as y'all putting your picture here, I'm writing your names down too. So I'm tracking on y'all.
I'm going in that game. They just lost. They're coming off a loss. Tampa Bay is coming off a loss. I'm gonna go with the experience. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay on that one. I think Tampa Bay can get that done against that young team in Houston. And
Okay,
they're in Houston. I believe that Baker Mayfield has a solid game against that team. So I'm going Houston. I'm going to Tampa Bay in that game.
okay, all right, okay.
Look,
Joanna,
somebody.
she got Tampa Bay. Reds got he picked the Browns. Okay, Tampa Bay. Reds, don't worry. Just drop your picks. I got them. Don't worry. I got all y'all picks. So where we at now? So I'm gonna pick the Texans to win because they're at home. I think D'Amico Ryans has that team playing football.
hmm
Um,
He does.
that young quarterback over there, man, he's slicing and dicing right now. And I just don't trust the Bucks on the road, man. I mean,
Right.
they are a mediocre team going against another mediocre team that's trying to rebuild right now. But I just think the Texans are a little better. I understand the veteran squad with Mike Evans and all them boys, but I don't know. I just think the Texans gonna be too much for them at home.
You see this nonsense I got to deal with.
Oh man.
I got to,
It's shots fired at you, man. It's shots fired at you.
she went two weeks in a row. Now I'm still in her picks. Oh, cut
Yeah.
it out. Stop it.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm taking the Texans. I almost forgot who I was picking. All right, taking the Texans. You taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Texans. All right. So now we moving on to the 4 o'clock games.
All right.
So we got the Colts and the Panthers.
Oh, the Colts.
That's a good game.
It's a good game because they're two young teams. I'm
Yes.
so mad that Anthony Richardson got hurt.
Well,
I
you got to teach the young boy to protect himself, man.
Yeah, I was so looking forward to that Jonathan Taylor Anthony Richardson combination this year to see how far that could go, and he got hurt. But I still think that even with Gardner Minshew playing, he's having that team in positions to win. I
Yeah.
think it's good. I'm going Colts. I'm definitely going Colts on that team. Win that game.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question before we move on, because this is something that I've been thinking about lately. Do you believe that teams take players out for the year to give them like a red shirt year? Because before Anthony Richardson got hurt, he really couldn't throw the ball. Do you think they red shirt guys just to give them more, just to give them more reps off the field, get them out the public eye, and let them work on their game for next year?
No, because why would you start him? Like you had every opportunity to say I'm gonna go with Gardner Minshew and let him sit behind him and learn, or just watch the game. You know what I mean? So I
Okay.
don't think that they would uh stage your injury for him to say, all right, well you got your reps, you started, you see how it feels to start. Now you can sit down and watch behind Gardner Minshew. The guy he was getting ready to get into a rhythm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think it was only going to get better as Jonathan Taylor got better, in playing the game. And he had a running back before Jonathan Taylor came, but
Yeah, the bull mouse, right?
yeah, but I think that, Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson would have been a pretty good force to be reckoned with. So I don't think they would have just told him like, "Yo, you're gonna take this injury and sit down now after you started what 6 games." No, I don't think they do that. I don't think any team would do that.
But what if you look that bad as a passer? That's what I'm asking. What do you think? If you look that bad, like he's unprepared.
You gotta realize this team here has no expectations on them. You
True.
know, there's no
Okay.
expectations to do anything, so there's no reason for them to worry about how he looks. They just want him to develop and get comfortable with the speed of the game. That's
Okay.
all they're looking for him to get the experience. So next year they could go out there and do what they got to do, and and rely on in that situation. This year was just like,
Okay.
yeah, I want you out there because you're our best option to even win games, but you're not that. We're not going to win a Super Bowl right now.
Okay. So you taking who, the Colts?
I'm taking the Colts on that one.
I like the Panthers at home, man. Their defense been real nasty lately.
Right.
What you doing, man?
You taking the Panthers?
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I mean, they're solid. They're getting better. They're
And
going.
Booby's back. So
Man, they booing him out there, man. They ain't worried
well,
about him.
it ain't his fault. That's the offensive line of the Eagles' offensive line. We tried to tell him it was fool's gold, give him all that money. I'm just
Yeah,
saying he's back as a good player. I'm just saying he's back. He's a good player,
he's a
but
good player,
he
but
was coming. He was running behind a great. Excuse me, everybody, Cowboy
mhm,
fans included. A great offensive line. A great offensive line.
right,
So I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there. That's all.
right. I hear you, but I don't think that that's enough to get it done. Not
Okay.
the Colts got one of the best defenses. They not one of the best. They got a good defense. They got a solid defense. They got linebackers they could tackle. I think they play good football. Shane Steichen has that team balanced. You know what I mean? And I just like them to get that done this week against the Panthers. I think the
Okay.
Panthers will struggle a lot more going and finishing out the season. I mean, they won
All
by
right.
a
Well, we'll
field goal
see.
last week. I don't think they're good enough to be able to compete with this Colts team.
I mean, they are at home, so
My man BG on here, Eat Sleep Sixers podcast. He that podcast I've been on a couple times. They welcome me with open
Okay.
arms. shout out to you, BG, all the support you gave me over the time I've known you. You know what I mean? But appreciate you, BG.
Hey, BG, welcome. Anybody that's cool with Jamar, definitely cool with me. Welcome first to Gold Sports. Appreciate you jumping in. Drop some comments, man, while you're here, man.
Yeah.
So who we got? I don't want to. I'm not going to announce this game yet because I want to dig into this organization. But so I'm going to say the Bills and the Rams. I mean, Bill. What is with the Rams with me today? Bills
You
and
got
the Bengals.
the Rams.
Bills
I
and the
don't
Bengals. What is going on with me with the Rams?
the Bills
Man,
and the Bengals. Damn.
that's a good game. Joe Burrow's healthy.
Yeah. And Jamar Chase is on the tear.
Yeah,
Um, but the Bills just signed Leonard Fournette.
I picked him up on my fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, BG, it'll be a shootout. I'm thinking, ooh, I don't want to pick against that Joe Burrow led team with Jamar Chase, man.
I'm not.
I think I don't, man, they might be getting back to that Super Bowl BG.
Yeah, man. I'm not doing that. I'm picking them boys. I'm going with the Bengals, man.
I'm going Bengals. I'm going Bengals in that.
All
You know,
right. Yeah, the Bengals. Joe Burrow looks like he's healthy. A
yeah,
healthy Joe Burrow is he's running.
yeah. They got a receiver.
BG comes in and says, Bills 41, Bengals 31. Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's very possible. It is
Yeah, it
very.
is.
They
It
Bills
is.
got some players. I mean, like I said, they just signed. Leonard Fournette. He said, "I love the Bengals, but I'm taking the Bills this week." Okay. You know, I once the Bills lost to the Patriots, it just had me like I don't trust them all the way. You
Right.
know, you know, Josh Allen is a great quarterback. He just got to be more. He got to be more sound with that ball, man. Got to make better decisions. Until he does that, I think I'm a, I'm gonna pick Bills in certain teams, on certain games, but the Bengals to me is just a better team. Diggs,
Okay.
you said Diggs been on a tear too, and then Gabe Davis can also have a game. Yeah, they can, but Jamar Chase and or what's his name, Tyler Boyd, they could turn it up too. Yeah,
BG said, I guess Josh Allen is the modern day Brett Favre.
who? Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that translated into a lot of interceptions too.
Yeah, man. They cost him a lot of games, man. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, Brett Favre is a dog, but
Take a lot of risks. Yeah, so that's what I'm
you,
saying. Like taking them risks is, take
you
them
can't
risks
win like that. You can't
cost him.
win like that.
Yeah, he
And
hasn't
he
got.
lost a lot of playoff games. He lost a lot of playoff games because of that.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten to the Super Bowl because of those risks.
Yeah.
You know,
Because he's had some great teams, man, that he should have won with, but he just, you know
two
what I
years
mean? Interceptions caught up with him. Yeah.
2 years ago, no, last year it should have been the Eagles versus the Bills.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why Favre got the most ideas because that's you taking too much of those risks and that don't always pan off. You know what I mean? Pan
Yeah.
out.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
mean, you want him to be aggressive and you want him to throw the ball and try to get his receivers the best. You want him. You don't want him to try to win a game, but you don't want him to put the game on the line too.
Yeah. To me, like everybody, hype Brett Favre, but to me, he's a good quarterback. To me, the best quarterbacks put you in a position not to hurt you.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I always felt. Hey,
Yeah.
Rez, I got your picks too, Rez. I see you jumping in. I got your picks. I got everybody picks. I'm writing them down as y'all put them on the screen. But yeah, if I was starting an organization like Brett Favre, I wouldn't pick as my quarterback. I would not do it. I just
Mhm.
wouldn't do it. So
That-
I wanted to jump. I wanted to talk about. This is actually two organizations I wanted to talk about: the Giants versus the Raiders. So I wanted to really dig in on them.
got you, BG. The Giants and who?
The Raiders.
Okay.
And I first wanted to talk about the Giants because the boy Tyrod Taylor was the first black quarterback to ever win a game for the Giants. How's that even possible? Yeah, it is Stats versus Trash, BG. I have to agree with you, man. I'm gonna put that on my highlight. That it's definitely that.
Um, how is that? I mean, the Giants. I've heard that comment on ESPN that they haven't
Mm,
never drafted a black quarterback in the franchise organization. Like, so, I mean, it's possible because you gave Danny Dimes money, and Danny Dimes was like Danny Nichols right now, Danny
yeah,
Pennies. You know what I
Danny
mean?
Penny's actually.
Yeah, Danny Pennies. You know what I mean? And so you bring Tyrod Taylor in, who at one point in his career was a good, at least a serviceable quarterback.
Yes.
So I would expect him to be able to go out and win at least one game. But the Giants organization, and I got family that's new from New York that's Giant fans. They haven't been the same, I guess, ever since Eli left, and they don't draft well.
No.
You know? Yeah. So they draft uh Kayvon Thibodeau, but it hasn't translated into anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, when when you got a team like that, like they're not drafting, quarterbacks because of their skin color. Like, man, listen, what you expect them, that team to do?
Yeah. Like Jason just came in and said that has to come from the top of the organization. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, something that it's just mind boggling to me. I didn't even realize that. I guess when you watching your own team so much, you really don't see too much else what's going on, and then they
Mhm.
drop a stat like that, and it's like, wow, like damn, damn Giants really.
Yeah.
I
When
mean,
I heard
wow,
ESPN, I had to think about it. I'm like, think about their quarterbacks. They never had
yeah,
historical
yeah.
quarterback.
I had to think about that too. I had to really go back into that old. I had to open an old football card book. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Like,
I don't
wait a
even think
minute.
this was backup. I think was this their first backup black quarterback? I believe it was.
Yeah, and it's amazing to me that you can watch all the success of these African American quarterbacks and you don't take one. I
Right.
mean, it's unbelievable to me. I'm that made me look at the Giants organization a little different after that. I was like, wow. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
like, wow.
It's horrible. Yeah. That's not a good look. You
Now,
know.
and then I want to talk about the Raiders. Now, to me, I'm gonna jump into this real quick. To me, the Raiders fan base it reminds me of our fan base. They're very loyal. They show up good, bad, or ugly. I feel like that organization over there has just totally just excuse me when I say this, y'all, crapped all over their fan base. I mean, they haven't done nothing really since John Madden passed away. I mean, let's be honest.
Since John Madden was a coach.
Yes, right. And it's just like, I mean, you watch them and it's like, what are y'all doing over there? BG comes free Devontae. Yes. They're not freeing them. But they got rid of. Yeah, I mean, you look at what they got rid of. The John Gruden situation, which was weird. They got rid of. They had to fire him. Then you hire Josh McDaniels. When he was here interviewing for the Eagle job, I was praying to God that they didn't take Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, me too.
He cannot be a head coach. He's a coordinator for life.
Me
All right,
too.
that's all he is. He can't judge talent. He don't command respect from the players. He just should be an offensive coordinator. Everywhere he go, he's stinking up everywhere he goes, as far as head coaching goes. And he had talent on both his teams when he was the head coach. You let go Derek Carr, not thinking to yourself that the reason you got Devontae is because he wanted to play with Carr. And then you want to sell me and the rest of this team on Garoppolo over Carr? Come on, man.
Right. Garoppolo's. I mean, you know what? At one point in time, I did think Garoppolo had enough to be, that guy. I'm
Bubblegum arm.
oh,
Bubblegum arm.
realizing that
Bubblegum.
that ain't nowhere near the case. You know what I mean? And it's with that team with like you said with Devontae, it's like Devontae went over there because of Derek Carr being there. He wanted to play with Derek Carr because um, Aaron Rodgers was pretty much going to be gone after that next year. So it's like
Right.
it's unfortunate for guys like him, who play the game the right way, who's a dominant receiver to be in a situation where organization is just not putting the best players or the best quarterbacks around him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I do think that what they did by firing Josh McDaniels and the GM, that they're starting to go in the right direction because they're bringing Devontae in and asking him what he wants, what do you think? Because even the offensive coordinator got fired the next day.
Yep.
So they're trying to rebuild that organization and hope that they can keep Devontae on the team, get a quarterback because they was trying to get Bryce Young, but I think the Bears wouldn't make the trade with him, so they made the trade
Yeah.
with the Panthers. So it's unfortunate for guys like Devontae Adams, but I think that that organization is going to turn it around. Whether it's in enough time that Devontae Adams is going to be a part of that or not, I don't know. But I think they get it turned around now.
Okay. BG has a great question here. I want to put it up on the screen here. This is a very good question.
As
I'm to me, my answer would be no.
no, because
He had a coach in Detroit. He was terrible. Can't remember his name, but was he the linebackers coach? I can't remember his name, but he wasn't any good before
Josh.
they got the guy caught. Before they got the guy they got now.
Wait. Hold on. No, no, no. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. No,
Yeah.
um, I don't think it has been BG. I don't think it
No.
has.
And this is a great comment right here. This is a great comment. This is the truth right here.
Yeah, because you see what you call back there. What's the guy? I forget his name from. Cause he went
You
to
talking about
Penn.
the OC? You talking about the OC, right?
Yeah, he went
Yeah,
to
I
Penn.
know you talking about.
Then he got with Houston, and now he's back with um, he's back with the Patriots. I forget his name,
Right.
but no,
I
I
know
don't
you
think it.
talking about. Here's my theory about the Patriots. Everybody's so hype on the Patriots and Bill Belichick, not remembering that Bill Belichick was a horrible head coach until Tom Brady. He was a horrible head coach. And now you're starting to see that because he doesn't have Tom Brady. Sometimes
Oh,
you can
that's
get a player that's just great. Oh, okay. Okay, the Titans coach. Okay.
bro.
Okay, I
Yeah,
give you the Titans coach.
yeah,
I give you him. I give you him. I give you him. But sometimes you can get a great player to cover up all your flaws. That's what I'm
yeah,
just saying.
yeah.
Because Bill Belichick didn't do anything before he had Tom Brady. He didn't do anything.
There's talk that they're looking to probably get rid of Bill Belichick after this year if he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, Vrabel is the only one. I mean, and he
yeah,
hasn't had large success, but he has been in the playoffs and he's been consistent. A consistent winning coach.
yeah.
Even though
BG heavy on the maybe though. I'm with him. Heavy
he
on that
got
maybe.
yeah he got rid of a lot of his players though, but he's been a good coach.
Yeah, yeah. Then you got the Monday night game, Chargers and the Jets.
Mm. As inconsistent as the Chargers been,
Yes,
upsetting as the Chargers been,
yes,
irritating as times I'm the Jets to me is just they're if Zach Wilson can somehow stay consistent, I think that the Jets could win. But I'm going with the damn, I don't even had a brain fart thinking about this game.
yeah. I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers on this game because I think that Justin Herbert, um, what's my man name? Austin Eckler,
Right.
uh, Keenan, Keenan is Keenan Allen. That's Keenan Allen, right? Yeah, he's going to ball. I think that they're just a better team than the Jets. The Jets team, their defense has been struggling. They came on I think last week, but they've been struggling a lot. So I'm going to Chargers on that game.
Okay.
Yeah,
BG comes in and says hard to pick the Chargers because they fold in close games. You're right. They are big underachievers.
they,
That's so true. Like the
and
Chargers are hard to pick, man. It's crazy. Way too much talent. I agree. BG on it today. He on it, man. He right. You look at their team and it's like, why are they barely doing anything? It's
right,
crazy. It's definitely crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But it's not my team, but it's just sometimes it's frustrating to watch. It's like you want to see good football, and you want to see
right,
a team that has a lot of talent do well, and it's just like, gee whiz, man, you guys stink
right.
for real.
But they're talking about getting what's Jim Harbaugh from the Michigan next year because if they
They
if
may
they
need that.
yeah
Toughen that, get some toughness over there, man.
Michigan probably gonna have to get rid of Jim Harbaugh because all the they talking about they videotaping people calls and stuff like that. So you know he might be available to come back to the NFL. So
I
that'll be
mean,
a
he
good.
might end up with the Patriots though, because the Patriots do that. He might end up over there. Keep it going.
I, I don't. If I'm him, I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that job. To me, Chargers are more or in a way better position than the Patriots. So if the Patriots job and the Chargers job is available, I'm going to
I
Chargers.
was talking about I was talking about from filming people call standpoint. That's what I meant. Like he might be on.
Yeah. I hear you. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah, buddy. Shots fired at the Patriots all the time.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so now let's jump back into, of course, y'all, the game of the week: Cowboys versus the Eagles. What's everybody thinking? What's everybody's thoughts? Where we at?
Listen, I hope that you two Cowboys fans, Smitty and my brother Will, I hope you two Cowboy lovers are still on this live. I'm gonna let you know from the rip, right? I'm not gonna get cocky about it. I'm not gonna just be all talking trash to talk.
Oh,
I'm
Joanna
telling
shouting Dallas. She's shouting
her
Dallas.
she don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, but I'm sitting here telling all of y'all Cowboy fans, right? This is what we do. We arise to the occasion on a team like this. Oh, y'all getting the notoriety. Y'all getting this. Y'all America's team and all that. Okay, we gonna push. We gonna humble y'all. We're gonna put y'all in position. We're gonna put y'all where y'all need to be,
Right.
behind us, watching us go back to that Super Bowl and being jealous because y'all not there. Because all the trash y'all talk over the years and all we the analysts and everybody sit there and say that the Cowboys is going to the Super Bowl. They are better team. I heard one analyst I forget her name, but she was a female talking about the Cowboys is a better team than the Eagles. The Eagles lost 7 players on defense. The Cowboys ain't lose nobody. What that mean? You still got Dak Prescott as your quarterback. And we all know when the pressure's on Dak Prescott, he does not perform. Does not perform. So at the end of the day, for me, personally, I'm sitting here telling you and all y'all Cowboy fans out there, if y'all out there, get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a good game, but we will come out victorious and we will dominate y'all because y'all just not ready for the team that we have built for y'all. That's my
Okay.
opinion. Y'all not ready.
All right. Well, let me say this before we close out. Just like I tell everybody that are Cowboys fans, every year Jerry Jones pays the media to hype y'all up to fall flat on y'all. What happens? As long as y'all have two things going for y'all. Two, your first mistake is letting Jerry Jones do anything that got to do with the team because he's the one keeping y'all from doing anything. So long as Jerry Jones is making all the decisions, y'all not going no damn where. It's just plain and simple. The
Hmm.
second thing is believing in a guy named Dakota to take y'all any damn where, anywhere. We talk about another system guy here who looks good. You see him in pregame warm-ups. I know y'all saw the video going viral where he's shaking his arms and all that weird stuff. Like, bro, none of that is going to help you. None of
At,
that is going to help you in this game. Okay?
at
None of
all.
that's going to help you.
At all.
He's a turnover machine. He's another system above average quarterback. And we're about to humble y'all completely. We're going to end y'all season right here because y'all haven't beaten no good teams this year. None. Y'all been winning. Y'all been playing basement football, and the media been hyping it up because y'all been blowing teams out. Y'all get in the front, and y'all good. Everything is happy, but the moment the pressure gets on y'all, just like Stephen A. say, the floor come right from under y'all, and y'all go fall right in the basement flat on y'all face.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, and it's
Yeah.
how it's always going to be as long as y'all have Jerry Jones as y'all owner. So thank you, Jerry Jones, and your Jerry World and all that. Appreciate you.
Smack.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Doug says smack that. Yeah, smacking.
That's right. Smack that. Exactly.
My man Jalen Carter will smack Dak for us.
Yes.
You know what? My man Haas been getting home. Haas gonna get there, Reddick. He's gonna have. He's gonna listen. He's gonna beast them. He's gonna show. He's gonna show. Like it's Micah Parsons and it's me. Y'all hype on Micah Parsons, and I get it. He's a good player, but I'm gonna show y'all what I'm about. I'm gonna show y'all who the better player tonight will be.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Haas
You're
is gonna
right.
have. He's gonna have one of those games again, like he had last week, where in the game's online, he get that big sack. You know what I mean? Stop the team, turn the ball over. You know what I mean? We come out Lincoln Financial Field with a victory.
Shout out to my boy Mark Jackson. I see you watching. I know you ain't in the comments. I see you watching. I'm going to predict. I'm going to predict that Brandon Graham has a good game. He's been
Yeah,
real quiet all year. I think he's going to have a nice game. Probably like one, maybe 1.5 sacks for Brandon Graham this game. 1.5 sacks, and I think we're going to run all over y'all.
yeah.
I think the Eagles going to run all over them. They're just going to run the ball,
BG said
take their heart.
he said who's the top 10 players, and it's probably three Cowboys. The three Cowboys we're probably obviously gonna know is CeeDee Lamb,
Yeah,
Michael
Mika
Parsons,
Parsons. Right.
and I don't even know who the third Cowboy would
I would
be.
say if I had to throw, I'll throw Tony Pollard in there.
All right, that's a stretch, but yeah, okay, I can go with that.
Yeah. It's a big
Eagles,
stretch. But
Eagles,
anytime we talk about the Cowboys, we stretch. Anytime
yeah,
we talk about the Cowboys, we
right,
stretch.
right. For the Eagles, you got Jalen Hurts, you got
Yes,
you got DeAndre Swift.
correct,
I could even throw Gainwell out. I'm gonna leave him out for now. AJ Brown, obviously,
correct.
obvious. Smitty is going to do it. You got you got Julio that's probably gonna have a good game.
Don't forget Goddard.
You got the whole offensive line. You got Goddard. You
Yeah,
got Reddick. You got Fletch. You got Jalen Carter. You got even the young boy Nolan Smith,
yeah,
Hassan Reddick. You got
yeah,
Kevin Bird. You got a
yeah,
whole plethora of players that's just going to have a big impact on this game.
yeah.
Jay, Hassan Reddick been stepping up since the last couple weeks.
You
It's been
don't understand?
yeah.
The closer, baby. The
Having the
closer.
ending
Closer.
sacks for 2 or 3 weeks. Haas has been stepping up. He got 5.5 sacks. 5.5 sacks right now.
Yes.
He, I
You've
think
been
he's had
closing it.
sacks in every game for the last 2 or 3. No, he had two, and I think the first was it the Washington game. The first Washington game he had two, and he had a sack ever since. He had like five and a
Yeah,
half. You
yeah.
know, Haas has been
All
stepping
right.
up.
So before we go, what's your score? What's your score, Jamar?
Eagles 31, Cowboys 20.
Okay. It's crazy. We in that same field. I got the Cowboys around at 17. I got the Eagles around like 30 plus as well. So we both feeling that. We both definitely feeling that.
Yeah. Hey, BG, just real quick. I don't Slay. I want to. I do want Slay to be up there, and being considered as a player of the game. But Slay and Bradbury got to get a little bit more consistent, man. They can Bradbury especially he be getting beat like he stole something.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. It's bad. It's bad. And I always felt like that when he's playing faster, smaller receivers, like they made a good point with him. They were saying he's more like the Bobby Teller in this defense.
Hmm.
He's good against the big physical guys, but the smaller guys he's struggling.
Right, right. But
So because when he had press coverage on Tyreek Hill, I'm watching the replay. I'm like, first of all, why are you press coverage on Tyreek Hill? Like, what are you doing?
he said he toasted
They
strudel.
toasted strudel. uh,
So,
uh,
but we
that's
go to
funny.
defense though.
All right. So y'all, I want to thank everybody that jumped in here, man. Everybody that visit. I want to thank Jamar for his time coming on. Much welcome, man. Anytime we can always collab. Good friend. We probably gonna be fussing at each other a little bit. We're on the phone about the
Yeah,
game when it's happening.
yeah,
but
exactly.
as always, man, love to everybody. Everybody be safe. Everybody, enjoy their weekend. And I'll see you guys next time. Tyrone Brown out. First and Goal Sports. Another episode done. Have a good weekend, everybody. Go Birds.
Y'all, peace, y'all. Go Birds.